There is a very disturbing video of police aggressively arresting an 8-year-old for allegedly stealing a bag of potato chips in Syracuse, New York. Now, originally, this story was reported as a 10-year-old boy that was being really treated like an adult for allegedly stealing a bag of potato chips. We have since learned that this is actually, as of right now, believed to be an 8-year-old. Could that also be wrong? Maybe. But as far as we know right now, this is an 8-year-old. I'm going to play the video. The video is disturbing, not in a gory sense. It's just disturbing in terms of how these police officers are treating this kid. Let's take a look.
What is y'all doing? What is y'all doing?
Guess. Take a guess what I'm doing.
Hey, he like a baby to me. Why you?
Guess what I'm doing.
I don't know what you doing. I just see you snatching him up off the.
No.
So what? So what's going on then?
You're stealing stuff. If he breaks into your house to steal something.
Nah, man. What you say? A bag of chips? So y'all treat me like a whole cold-blooded killer?
Keep walking, dude. You don't even know what you're
Keep
talking
walking.
about.
I know what I just came up and see. I know the I just came up and see.
Okay, what did you see?
I see y'all snatching him up a bike like you're a grown-ass man. Ain't he saying it?
All right. Now, the kid is black, and we have to consider the racial component here. And I told the story on our live stream yesterday. When I think I was like 10 or 11, and my little brother was 8 or 9. We went grocery shopping, and we get home. And I remember this like it was yesterday because it was so notable to me. We get home, and my brother pulls out a king-size Snickers bar. Not even the normal size. This is the big boy. You know, it's like it's like a huge steel rod. You know, the king-size Snickers. And my mom said to my brother, "Sir, where did you get that?" Now, she didn't call him sir. She said, where'd you get that? And he says, "The grocery store." And what do you mean? Where was it? It was at the checkout. I got it. And my mom explained, no, we can't do that. That's stealing. You can't do that. And to teach the lesson, they went back to the grocery store and they said, he took this and we didn't pay for it. So we're coming back to return it. And, management was like, "Oh, thank you so much for being honest. You know what? For your honesty, go ahead and keep it." And I think my mom insisted on paying for it then, to teach a lesson and whatever. And it was really notable and it sticks out in my mind. And it was like, this is the way that things are supposed to be done. Imagine if police were involved for the Snickers. It would just be outrageous. It wouldn't be justice. It wouldn't be educational. It wouldn't be something that would point my brother in the right direction when it comes to a place. I mean, there's just no upside to handling it in that way. Now, my brother wasn't black at the time. He's still not black. In fact, some people might be shocked that he's still not black. So obviously we have this question of the racial component. Would this situation have been handled the same way if a white kid had stole, a jelly bean or whatever the case may be? We can't say because they're two different situations, but it certainly doesn't look good. We've now heard from the no, this is the wrong story. We've now heard from the mayor of Syracuse, who weighed in. This is Mayor Ben Walsh, and said that he was concerned when he saw a boy put in the back of a cruiser after allegedly stealing a bag of chips. And the mayor said from what he saw, the boy wasn't placed in handcuffs. The officer knew the child from prior interactions and explained to him he was being taken home. The officers returned the child to his family and discussed the incident before leaving without filing any charges. So it seems as though the perspective they're taking is sort of like, well, listen, he wasn't cuffed, he wasn't arrested, he wasn't charged. He was just basically taken home and explained, it was explained to him why what he did was wrong. But the manhandling is absolutely absurd. Even the placing in the back of the police car. I mean, listen, again, when I was growing up, when an officer got involved in one of these, let me help, right? Let me be the positive influence. You put the kid in the front, right? And now you could say, well, but sometimes the police cars have the laptops in the front. The entire handling is, wow, this is a criminal. And unfortunately, this is exactly the type of thing that can point kids, to adversarial perspectives with police. It can point them in the direction of repeating these actions in the future. So it's all horrible. Now, meanwhile, earlier in the week, I mentioned there was a shooting in Syracuse. And it's not like there's a shortage of other stuff police can be involved in. There were like 4 officers involved, at least, with this 8-year-old kid. We now have learned that a Syracuse man has been arrested in that Armory Square shooting that I told you about from over the weekend. And so it's not even a case of like there's nothing else to do in Syracuse. It's not a direct line where like if these 4 officers weren't, or, taking this kid into custody or whatever, that they would have been involved in solving or preventing that shooting. Okay, I get that. But there is not a sort of there's nothing for police to be doing in Syracuse sort of situation. So let me know your thoughts. Many people outraged over this. Some saying the police handled it fine. That's not my perspective, but I would love to hear from you. You can find me on Twitter at @dpackman. I hope that you, viewers, listeners to our show, take your privacy seriously. Things I talk about all the time. Internet service providers record what you do online. They sell the data. It's there for eternity. Big tech companies, search engines, social media, they're tracking almost everything you do. They hang on to that information forever, too. I don't let all of these corporations spy on me. I hope you don't either, because avoiding all of it is simple and affordable today. I use Atlas VPN to make myself invisible online. One subscription covers all my devices. You don't have to be a tech person. You just install it once, you press a button, you forget about it, you enjoy your privacy. If you don't use a VPN, a record of your internet activity will always exist and change hands. Tech companies make money off of you. Respect your own privacy enough to install a VPN. It's so easy. Click the link below to get Atlas VPN for 82% off, less than $2 a month, and you'll get 1 month for free.